Welcome. This is my first video in my new series that I'm planning on doing this year, where I review one Western movie every month until 2020. So my first movie that I've watched for this series is Two Mules for Sister Sara. Now this is the movies included with this triple feature I got. So yeah, I just watched it and I'm gonna give my thoughts on it. So in the movie, Clint Eastwood plays as this man named Hogan, and he is riding along and he comes across this woman. She's half naked, and these three men are harassing her, and they're planning on raping her. So he saves her by shooting them and killing them, and he's about to leave her behind, and they see off in the far distance there's this group of horsemen, and they're coming towards them. And well, the woman gets scared, the nun gets scared when she sees them, because apparently they're looking for her, these Frenchmen. So she is seeking Hogan's help, and she wants to ride along with him. Or she's not seeking his help, but she's wanting his help. So he agrees to take her along, and well, later on he starts to realize that this nun he's riding with isn't a traditional nun. She's doing things that a normal nun shouldn't, like drinking and smoking and cussing. And so he realizes that this woman has some secrets, and she's mysterious, and that's why I liked her character more than Hogan's. Just, she brought something to her character. The actress playing her, which is Shirley MacLaine, I think that's how you pronounce her name. I really liked her. I really liked her character. And there was more to her than Hogan. Hogan is just, like a one-note character. It's not really much to Hogan. And so yeah, I was really surprised going into this movie to be drawn towards her and not Hogan, because it's Clint Eastwood, and I'm a big fan of Clint Eastwood, especially his Western movies. And I was going to like him regardless of how bad his character was or how good his character was. But yeah, surprisingly, I liked her a lot more. She was my favorite character in the movie, and seeing her dressed as a nun and she's smoking and drinking was pretty damn funny. Before I started watching the movie, near the beginning of the movie, I thought that Sarah was just going to turn out to be a Mary Sue, and if you don't know what that means, it's basically somebody who's always needing to be rescued. And yeah, I thought that's how her character was going to turn out, but I was pleasantly surprised. She actually saves Hogan a few times, and she actually brings something to the movie. And yeah, I really liked her character. And there's these two scenes I want to talk about that I'll never forget. And the reason why I say that is because I first watched this movie about 10 years ago, and yeah, I've always remembered these two scenes, and I forgot what this movie was even about, but those two scenes has always stayed with me, over time. And the two scenes I'm talking about is when Hogan gets shot with an arrow in his shoulder, and they have to pull it out. And another one is where they blow up this bridge with a train going across it. And that was very entertaining. And when Sarah has to climb the bridge to plant the dynamite, I thought that was very well shot. You can tell she didn't like being up there, I guess she was scared of heights. And the way they shot it made my palms sweat, because I don't like heights either. And it actually felt like you're going up there with her. And yeah, I thought that was very cleverly shot, and I really liked that. But both Sarah and Hogan are keeping secrets from each other, and you'll eventually find out what that is. And I don't want to say it because it is a spoiler, what's motivating them, and you'll eventually find out, why she's running from these Frenchmen and why Hogan is you know, what's motivating him and why he's helping her. The third act is very action-packed and very entertaining. It's exactly what I wanted. But what disappointed me about the movie and what I wasn't prepared for going into it was it is a little slow paced. So if you're not used to that type of Western movie, you might be disappointed too. Because I didn't know that going in, and I was expecting just, you know, a regular Western movie. And yeah, I was a little disappointed. This movie isn't a great movie, but it is good. It is entertaining, and Hogan and this is something I didn't talk about yet, but Hogan and Sara, I thought there'd be more chemistry between the two, but there's a little bit there, but not a whole lot. But it is still entertaining to see them go back and forth at each other, and so yeah, I enjoyed them. And apparently they didn't like each other in real life, so maybe that played a part in the movie a little bit. Maybe that's why they didn't have more chemistry than they did. So that's a little disappointing, because I wish I could have liked, you know, them together better, but you know, it worked for what it was. It was okay. So this movie takes place during the French-Mexican Revolution. And the only thing I'll say is, without spoiling anything, is Sara is on the Mexican side. She's wanting to help them. And yeah, so if I say any more, I'll spoil stuff. So yeah, that's basically the movie and my review. And I'll give it a 3.5 out of 5. So yeah, have you seen this movie? What do you think of it? I'd like to know. And are you a fan of Clint Eastwood, or do you like John Wayne more? Because I know some people are out there that like John Wayne more than Clint Eastwood. I don't know why, but you know, I mean, he is a good actor too. But I prefer Clint Eastwood. I think he's more entertaining. But yeah, it wasn't Clint Eastwood's best movie, but it was still good, and I did enjoy it. So I got a lot of videos planned, and I don't want to come out with them all at once, because I made the mistake of doing that in October. So I'm going to try to come out with them slowly. But yeah, got a lot of video ideas, and I'm excited about that. And my motivation is coming back, maybe? I don't know. But yeah, if you don't know what I'm talking about, you have to watch my last video where I got into all that. But yeah, I've got a lot of stuff in mind, and I can't wait for you guys to see it. And so yeah, this is my first review of my new series, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Like and subscribe, and I will see you guys later.